One take, this NBA one take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. NBA one take for your head, NBA one take for your brain. Coming to you live from Newburgh, New York. It's NBA one take, August 10th, 2023. Some things I've been watching. The first thing, I saw this a while ago. The Idol. Now, the season canceled after 3 episodes due to, I don't know, HBO issued that they was just pulling the plug. It was just various things. I think they think it wasn't well received. A plethora of there's a lot going on with the show, which I think for me it was something different, and I still liked it. Maybe, okay, let me get to just the premise of it. Okay, it starts, a pop singer played by Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp. She's playing a pop singer. She's looking for, she's a superstar, and she's trying to get another hit, but she has very much self-esteem problems, and she has a lot going on, just the pressures of being a superstar. Now, the first thing that did happen was there was something leaked on the social media where she had a cum shot on her face, and I was like, the fuck? Yeah. And it was leaked, and then all her managers, her managers, publicists, and all these people are like, oh my God, does she know about this? Does she know about this? And they're like, she says, no, she don't be on her phone. And, she's just going through this. She's in a big mansion. They're trying to shoot. She's just going through things. She's doing photo shoots, and then she's trying to shoot for a video, trying to get the dances ready and things like that. She's going through a lot. And they're trying to navigate to not mess her up. I think she had a breakdown. They saying it's not based on Britney Spears a lot, but it's based on Britney and a lot of the pop stars. It's a lot of it. The director the creator Sam Levinson, he does Euphoria and countless other series. And I said, bro, you're doing all of them. You're doing Madonna. You're doing Britney Spears. Cyndi Lauper. You're doing all these big time pop stars all in one with their problems, tried to tell a story, even though it got canceled after 3 episodes. Now, what happened is, in the course of doing that, she goes out with her best friend. She's her best friend. She's like just more like her babysitter, but she's also like, her assistant and everything else like that. And, you have all her people, they're just, they huddled up around her. They know that if they come, they have to come with her with the information about what's going on correctly, everything, because the pressures of her making an album, doing this and everything like that, they don't want her to spiral, so they're trying to tiptoe around her with a lot of certain things. So she goes out and she meets Tedros, played by my boy The Weeknd. Now he got the slick back hair. This dude, it's like the sleaze, nigga. When I say he a sleaze, he's a fucking sleaze. So they locked eyes. If you ever been to the club, they always say, you lock eyes with the girl, whatever. Like, if you locked eyes, right, and you approach them, no matter what, there might be some interest there, right? So that happens. So they happen, they talk and everything else like that. Spit some game on her or whatever, kiss her, and then there's some And going along, there's some sex scenes that's a lot of questionable, a lot of S&M little freak shit going on. The weekend, there's a lot of freak shit because after every episode, all the fans is going crazy on the sex scenes. It was because it was they say it was a little over the top, like porn type shit. And fuck it, it was, but they was fucking, and it wasn't choreographed sex shit where, you know, the shit is boring. Nah, they was there fucking and doing crazy shit that people fucking do in a bedroom. Crazy shit. There's a lot of drugs and everything involved. You know, her best friend tried to warn her, and then, you know, you know, her manager's played by Hank Azaria that plays, he's on The Simpsons. And, you know, from there, it's just toxic. It's just toxic. And he's just in her head about so many things, trying to get out. You know, he has his come up. He's trying to come up. He wants to say, I want a producer and everything else. And he's messing with her confidence and everything else like that. And then her friend is trying to tell everybody, like, look, it's all in her head and everything else like that. And he's just, you know, when he laying down a D and he's doing certain things and he's bringing his own people in. He got his own agenda and everything else. He's trying to get his come up. He's a sleaze dude. It ends. The show ends. Off of that, I don't even know what the hell is going on after that. People are pushing, let us see this fucking first season and then maybe you can fucking revisit this shit. You know, they're pushing for the people. I want to see the whole season. They finished the season. I want to see it. There's some characters and things like that. People say, you, like, what the fuck? I want to see this shit. And we don't get it. We don't get it because they canceled after HBO, come on, fuck. Let this shit fucking run. Like, why the fuck do you do shit like that? What the fuck you mean this shit isn't well received? And I understand maybe budget issues. Y'all think, y'all some lavish. Y'all doing a lot there. I know. Y'all trying to, run the euphoria wave and try to, this is a good idea and it's a good thing. Trust me, another show's going to pick up off of something like that, do a little better, and then they're going to run with it. You guys, over budget, due to all this crazy shit. This shit reminds me of fucking Rome when they did that. They over budget for Rome and they fucked up off of good receivers and they had to fucking cancel it. And guess who took advantage of it? Even though they have books and shit like that, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones took advantage off of the Rome just to get the casual people in there, and they took advantage of it because they gave them a strategic budget. HBO, you make wrong decisions, another show will capitalize on that and won't go through the same budget as you. So, that happens. But listen, it was good to me, and I wanted to see the rest. We didn't get it. It happens, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay, Oppenheimer. Great film about Oppenheimer. Great film. About, Robert Oppenheimer, who's one of the lead scientists that created the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and Hiroshima in Japan, and back in 1945 in World War II, after we was invaded, bombed at Pearl Harbor by the Japanese on orders from Adolf Hitler, and we got into the war, which a war we was not supposed to go into. We knew everything was going on. We did not want to go into that war because at the time, the United States was in dire need, was in real financial crisis, did not want to go into another war because they was already into the war, the First World War I and previous other things, and there's a lot of things with the stock market. They didn't want to do that. We was trying to self-build the country, even though they knew what the hell was going on. They didn't want to get into it. Then they got into it. And then they're like, oh, F that. We going in there. Big tanks, boom, 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 boom. Like I always say, I say United States, they're gonna come in, big tanks, boom, boom, boom. We fucking you all up. That's what they did. So, just going into that, they're just showing, maybe the detail. They're just going back and forth, with certain events, how he came into it, his him having a wife played by Emily Blunt, him having his girlfriend played by Florence Pugh. It's a litany of stars. And Robert Ivan's playing by Cillian Murphy. Matt Damon is in there as one of the generals. This cast, the cast is excellent. I mean, you got top people in there. Robert Downey Jr. is in it. It is great film, great acting. There will be Oscars and everything, Golden Globes for this film. Cillian Murphy is doing great. I think he is one of the front runners for Golden Globe for Best Actor. He is great. I think Robert Downey Jr. will be going up for supporting actor. They may even give Matt Damon in there for Best Supporting Actor. There's going to be a lot across the board from this film, because I think Florence Pugh is going to be also pitched nominated as Best Supporting Actress as well. This film is great. It shows a lot. There's a lot going on in the film. I understand they can't go specifics, especially with a lot of the bomb testings and things like that. People got a lot of stuff online. They can't do that. Understand, they can't do that, things like that. They can't do that. But you can post your things up. Yes, the testing of the sites, people was affected. Yes, because they had tests. They was testing things with the time bomb here in the United States, nowhere else. Where a lot of people live. So, but this is a great film. The film is great, and this is doing well. Even though you got the Juggernaut Barbie in there, they call it the Barbieheimer and things like that. But it's doing great. It's a great film. Christopher Nolan, another one knocked out the park. People were skeptical about Nolan, but he knocked this one out the park. This one is out the park. One of his best. And the last thing I can talk about, Fubar Season 1. Now, this is a series on Netflix with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually doing a series. And I know he sees the money that's in it, because obviously, there's money in TV series now. And actors even like that knows, like, listen, you got to get into it. So he's there. He's an ex CIA agent. He's an ex CIA agent. And he's going to retire, and he has his daughter who's in the CIA, but he doesn't even know that she does it, because they're all hiding what they do, played by Monica Barraro. And they're placed on a mission to stop a terrorist come up, and they both find out they're CIA agents. It's one of those action funny things. It's a lot of funny. You got a lot of the people that work with the other CIA agents, they engage in like dick jokes and all these things. It is funny. It's really funny. A lot of good story in it. It's something I recommend. It's a really funny show, even though acting, but it's funny, and it gets you there. It gets you there. It gets you there. I like a little of the story. It's good. It's somewhat original, like I said, but this is something I do recommend people to watch. And, you know, can't wait for season 2. Can't wait for season 2. You got to really follow the story, follow what's going on, everything else like that. It's a little back and forth shit, but it is funny, it's good, and it'll get you there to season 2, which I know they're gonna renew for season 2. It's really good. But this is NBA One Takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I am out.